If you had the opportunity to make $100 million for yourself, your family, and your close friends, but the catch was that you had to drain $2 billion away from 800,000 people who loved and adored you, would you do it? It's a tough question to answer, but not an impossible one. Because just 3 days before taking office, Donald J. Trump released the Trump meme coin. Which sounds crazy, I know. But the only thing crazier than one crypto rug pull by the US president would be two. I'm just kidding, he wouldn't do that. But his wife did. That's right. Just 1 day before the inauguration, Melania Trump dropped her own Melania coin. It quickly hit a $13 billion market cap, then tanked 99% and earned the Trump team another $2.4 million in profit. But here's the thing. This isn't just a Trump story. Meme coin scams are happening everywhere. So today I'm diving in to see how these scams work, who actually falls for them, and see how much money I can make by launching my very own meme coin and then selling it to, well, other scammers. If the Paul brothers, Hawk Tua, and Trump could do it, then surely I could do my own rug pull, right? New Elon company, that's not what I wanted. Oh my God. Sorry, I was making X unsafe for everyone. My bad. I did not think it would be going well, but it actually is. Oh my God, where is it? Hey, it's been a minute, and today I'm gonna see just how easy it is to pull off my own crypto scam. Meme coins, meme tokens, or as the more skeptical call them, shitcoins, have exploded in popularity. An estimated 40 to 50,000 new meme coins are created daily. This means that just about anybody has the chance to become a millionaire in a matter of minutes, or lose thousands of dollars in seconds. And usually this is caused by a phenomenon known as a rug pull or crypto scam. Well, you're probably aware of the infamous scams like the Hawk Tua coin.
I'm going to bed now. Bye, y'all.
Anywho, toodaloo.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
These rug pulls are happening faster and on a larger scale than ever before. Even heads of state are in on it. America's Donald Trump, Argentina's Javier Milei, and the rest of the world's Mr. Beast. Anybody can do it, and it happens all the time. And the craziest thing about them is they're not happening in the shadows. They're happening live, every second of the day.
Yo, what the fuck?
And a lot of it is happening on Pump Fun. Okay, so we have some trending ones. We have Titcoin, Dog Picasso, Monkey, and Fat Inward Season. And it's one of the two ways that I will be launching my own coin today. While this might look like the easier, more fun route of launching a meme coin, it actually requires a lot more upfront effort to successfully execute a scam. See, almost every new coin on here either loses all of its value or gets rug pulled just a few minutes after it launches. So why even bother? Well, because of one goal: the King of the Hill competition. If your new coin can reach a market cap that dethrones the current King of the Hill, then that coin will be put on the front page of Pump Fun, attracting a ton of investors. And if it reaches a high enough market cap here, then it gets listed on a decentralized exchange like Radium. And that's where the real money is. Your measly $27,000 meme coin can skyrocket to a $2.5 million market cap, like this one called Luigi. I wonder why this one's so popular. So today I want to find out how easy it is to pull this off. So without further ado, let's get started. Most creators on Pump Fun dream of getting listed on Radium, where their coins look more stable and attract more serious investors. And I thought, if this is the end goal for so many, why not just start there, just to see what all the hype's about? So rather than trying my hand at making a viral meme coin on Pump Fun first, I'm gonna start by launching a very legit coin onto Radium first. No King of the Hill competition required. Who knows? Maybe if I make a good enough meme coin, then it'll just naturally take off. And that leads me into arguably the most important part of launching a meme coin. We're gonna need a good meme. I wanted to pick something hot, something popular, something I could put my very own spin on. Oh, perfect! Now I just have to add my own unique twist. What's another high engagement figure online that everybody sees everywhere? Well, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know where this is going.
I hope this isn't the first thing I see when I die.
After blending these two magnificent messiahs together, I was feeling pretty good about the prospects of my meme coin's performance. Especially with the fact that just the other day, the crypto king himself signed a bill that overturned some regulations around cryptocurrency exchanges, which was pretty historic because it was the first law related to cryptocurrencies in the US that removed obstacles and expanded economic freedom. Oh, well, that's what it's saying on the right, but if you get your news from left-leaning sources, there's a good chance you didn't even hear about this because this is a blind spot. The one left source describes the bill much differently, saying that the US is turning a blind eye to crypto crimes. So is this going to be a good or bad thing for my meme coin? Well, I'm not too sure yet. But thanks to the Ground News website and app, it's super easy to compare headlines from across the political spectrum and see how different outlets are covering the same story. If something catches my eye, I can dig deeper, knowing exactly where the outlet stands politically, thanks to their built-in bias rating. They also show how factual the outlet tends to be, whether it's privately owned or state-sponsored, and who's behind it. Everything's laid out clearly in one place, which makes it a lot easier to unpack sometimes convoluted stories like crypto market deregulation. With their blind spot feed, you're also able to see stories that are being underreported by one side of the political spectrum, just like this story. It helps you break out of your normal news algorithm and show you what the other side may be seeing, and what yours might be missing. I was using Ground News before they reached out as a sponsor, so I was more than happy to work with them on this video. I personally use the Vantage plan, and it has been a great tool for keeping up with everything that's going on right now, because it's a lot. And I found that it really helps combat that sensationalism and manipulative algorithms that I find myself getting stuck in online. So if you want to make sure you're seeing all sides of the story, go to groundnews.com/Ben or scan the QR code to subscribe. You can get 40% off their Vantage plan, bringing the price down to just $5 a month for unlimited access. Link is also in my description. Ground News has helped me a ton in understanding what sources I can trust online. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring today's video. All right, back to it. Now that we have the meme, we just have to create the coin. So this was a little more complicated than I expected. And to be completely honest, I dove headfirst into trying to launch this onto Radium without looking at any of the necessary steps that I'd have to go through. And my God, did this end up costing so much more money than I expected.
How much do you buy?
It costs $80. What is this? Now, I'm not going to go through this entire process because one, it's not very entertaining, and two, this video isn't supposed to be a how-to on launching your own meme coin. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that already talk about that. But essentially, to launch a meme coin straight onto Radium, you have to decide how many coins are going to exist. So I had the power to decide the total supply of JC Vance coins. Yes, they are called JC Vance coins. And I figured, why not go big with it? So let's make 1 billion of them, because who cares? This is all made up anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Create token. Oh, sweet. Looks like I have 1 billion JC Vance coins. Yes, we did it, guys. Awesome. So now I had 1 billion JC Vance coins sitting in my wallet, and they were worth nothing. So I have 1 billion. Say the price of the coin went to $1. That would mean that I would profit $1 billion. Now, right now, I am trying to make a legitimate coin, but if you're not, this part is crucial for crypto scammers. So this is the part where you start giving away a little bit of that 1 billion to your friends or family or just about anybody you want to promise to get rich off of this coin. Well, since I'm a selfish person and wanted to profit off of this as much as I could, I didn't give away any of mine.
How did Hawk 2 do this?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to put it on the market. This is like the hard part, I think. After that, I had to pay another 0.5 Solana to create a market for my coin. Should call it JC Vance. It's not showing up. This step essentially makes JC Vance available on a Solana-based exchange like Radium. And yes, before the crypto bros come after me, I am aware that there are other Solana exchanges besides Radium. We're just gonna be using Radium as an example. What the hell is going on? All right, so the market was created. Now came the final, most nerve-wracking step of this process, adding liquidity into the coin. How much is a JC Vance coin even worth at launch? What we're gonna have to look out for is as soon as I fund this liquidity pool for my token will be available to buy on the deck screener. I don't know what any of this stuff means. If you can't tell, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, at this point, I barely understood what liquidity even meant. But here's the basic idea. I had to inject an initial amount of Solana into my JC Vance coin to give it value. And the more liquidity a new coin has, the more stable and legit it looks to potential buyers. And this is when I realized why most people launch on Pump Fund rather than taking this route. I'm gonna fund my wallet again. I am buying more Solana. I can't believe I'm still having to buy more. Adding substantial liquidity into a coin that is literally a meme is risky as hell. Realistically, I would have had to drop thousands of dollars to give JC Vance substantial liquidity. I can't believe I actually just said that sentence. And so far, I had already spent $150 on literally nothing. So there was no way I was about to drop another $2,000 just so people could buy this. So I was already too far along now to back out, but I had to really think about how much money I was still willing to spend on this. Even if this thing had the potential to explode or go to the moon or whatever, what if it didn't? I guess that's why they call it gambling. I mean, crypto trading. How much do you think a JC Vance coin is worth? I was thinking the same thing. After a lot of deep contemplation about why my life had led me to a point where I was asking myself how much Solana should I buy on MoonPay to inject into my JC Vance meme coin, I decided to go with the lowest amount possible, 0.2 Solana, or about $25. Here it is. This is basically like a penny stock. JC Vance is launching right now. I knew that once I injected the liquidity, I had seconds to complete the final, crucial step of launching a legitimate meme coin, burning the liquidity pool. This meant sending the liquidity into the Solana incinerator, making it impossible for me to rug pull since I would no longer hold the majority of the coin's liquidity. This step is vital if you want serious investors. No one is dropping serious money on a meme coin if they see that the creator still controls 100% of the coin's liquidity. But now you might be thinking, if most investors only buy coins with locked liquidity, and the only way to rug pull is if the creator controls most of the holding distribution, then how did so many people get scammed from Hawkcoin or Trumpcoin or any of these obvious rug pulls? Well, I actually don't know. I'm assuming that a lot of novice crypto investors are just buying in for the meme or wanting to support someone that they like. I don't think they understand how liquidity pools or holder distributions work. I mean, I didn't until making this video. Take the Trump coin, for example. Out of the 1 billion coins created for the entire supply, 800 million of them were controlled by just 2 companies. CIC Digital, LLC, and Fight LLC. Can you guess who owns both of them? Good guess, but it's actually his kids. So when the Trump coin was first launched, the total value quickly reached $27 billion, making Trump's holdings worth $20 billion. $20 billion! And guess what? Those 2 Trump-owned entities, along with its partners, profited about $100 million from trading fees. So at launch, investors only had access to 200 million coins to buy and trade. The other 800 million were still held by the Trump family. At its peak, the coin was worth $71 per share. Today, it's sitting around $10. Congrats to Trump's inner circle for making millions off of, well, let's just say less informed investors. Anyway, let's get back to my own meme coin. Okay, I'm gonna burn my radium. There we go, burn, confirm. Okay, confirm transaction, confirm. Okay, this means that I cannot do a rug pull almost officially. There, okay. I burned the liquidity pool to prove that my JC Vance coin was legit. Unlike Fight LLC, I wasn't holding 80% of the supply. I kept a measly 0.5% because I am morally superior to my own president. And also, let's be real, I'm not gonna make any money off this thing. With the liquidity burned, it was time to launch. But then, oh wait, is it on here? On the deck screener? Oh God. I don't see it yet. This is a live launch of the JC Vance coin, guys. At first, I thought I had screwed something up. Oh my god, where is it? My coin wasn't showing up on the deck screener. New Elon company? That's not what I wanted. Uh-oh. I don't think I put enough liquidity into this thing. Oh god. What did I do wrong? Trump Putin coin, fart shot, Trump Putin coin, Trump Putin coin, Giga Trump. Where is JC Vance? But then I realized that I needed to filter to low liquidity coins. JC Vance. There it is. Then I clicked on it. Okay, let's see how it's going. JC Vance. And saw that people were actually buying it. Oh, wait. Did it just go up? It's going up, baby. We got a market cap of $57. It went from 33 to 57. It's up 109%. And selling it. There's been 19 buys and 12 sells. And buying it again. We have more buys than sells, which I'm no Wall Street trader, but I think that's a good thing. It went up. Oh my God, somebody just bought 81,000. And then it went down. Oh no, they just sold 15. And then, what's the market cap? 27. Oh God, it's a $27 market cap? That's not good. And at the time of recording this, it's been sitting at a $30 market cap for about 3 weeks. So I made about $5. Not exactly the crypto dream that I had hoped for. So what happened? Snipers. Whenever you launch a new token, it is instantly attacked by sniper bots. These bots have one major advantage over human traders: speed. The average human reaction time is 250 milliseconds. A bot's is 50 milliseconds. But they're not just faster, they're also fully automated, scanning the blockchain 24/7 and instantly buying or selling coins that meet their set criteria. If we look back at JC Vance's launch, we can actually see them in action. This guy needs to back off, snapping up tokens, holding them for mere minutes, and then selling for quick profits. He keeps buying, he keeps selling. Leave my JC Vance coin alone, dude. Individually, these trades don't look like much, but if you do this thousands of times per minute across thousands of new coins, those little profits can add up pretty quickly. So yeah, these snipers killed my coin, and I found that that's just the reality of launching a meme token, especially one with low liquidity like mine. You're always going to be racing against bots, hoping that you have enough human traders to counter them at launch. Which brings me to my biggest mistake. And honestly, I should have known. If I was actually going to pull off a crypto scam, I needed to market some shit. For my next attempt, I am launching directly onto Pump Fund, aiming to climb the rankings and be crowned king of the hill. Compared to my last attempt on Radium, launching on Pump Fund would be cheap and easy. All that you need is an image file and a few dollars worth of Solana, which meant I could put most of my money where it mattered: marketing. After my JC Vance coin had flatlined, I waited 3 days and 3 nights until it had risen again, and then I rebranded JC Vance to Jadeezus. Yes, J-D-Ezus, Jadeezus. Then I made a fun website, a Twitter, @JDVance. I made you Jesus because you are my savior. And a Telegram. Now my name on here is Kyler Kurt. Now Telegram was gonna be my best friend for all of my pre-launch marketing needs. If you're not familiar with Telegram, it's similar to the app Signal, but instead of talking about bombing Yemen, people are just talking about selling drugs and crypto. With my marketing pillars in place, it was time to hire a crypto shiller. A crypto shiller advertises new coins either on their Twitter profile or on a Telegram group. You've probably seen these posts before, or maybe gotten random DMs hyping up a new token. These are all from crypto shillers. I thought it'd be hard to find these people, but the minute you post anything crypto related onto Twitter, these people come running to your inbox offering promotional services. Oh, he already messaged me. Hey, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Great work, mate. If you have interest in doing a marketing campaign for your project, let us know. We have best rates. Hey, this is Kyler. Said it'll just be $80 for a pin post for 24 hours. Should I do it? $80? This seemed a little steep, but that's fine. I had budgeted for this. Could you do it for 60? Yes, let's go. Always negotiate, kids. My goal was to get 250 members into my Telegram group pre-launch. That way, when Jesus was released, it would have real investors buying it up immediately. If this worked, the sniper bots shouldn't be able to stop me. We will be launching on Pump.Fun once we reach 250 members. Come join in the links below. The first shiller did a decent job. Stay tuned for updates and don't miss out on the pre-launch excitement. This is insane. Let's go! What? This sounds like an exciting opportunity. The community-driven approach and focus on long-term growth are great foundations. Wishing you the best of luck with the launch. So excited. All right, I'm getting followers. This guy just told me to send it. Okay, so all together in the 24 hours, and again, this costs $60. They got me 350 new Twitter followers from one post, but only 17 Telegram members. Not bad. We're getting there. We're not really close to 250 yet, but you know what? We now have more than 0. So, I needed more shilling. Oh look! 150 unread Telegram messages asking to promote my coin. Elevate your crypto project with Biliquid's innovative liquidity solutions, from spread narrowing to active trade zone support and personalized expert care. Ready to talk? I only understood what some of those words meant, but definitely not all of them. So I picked the Crypto Juliet, not just because they offered a fair price, but also because they were really persistent. Hi buddy, share your post results which you want to promote. I mean really persistent. And I still didn't respond. And they said again, buddy, I'm still waiting for your response. Kindly collaborate with us. They promised me thousands of new Telegram members. You currently have only 18 members, but within 24 hours, our community will grow to over 1,000 members. Your project success is now our responsibility. I said, all right, just give me a minute. Okay, buddy, I'm waiting. So I came up with this to share. Jesus is coming to Pump Fun, and let's just say, you don't want to be the last one at the Last Supper. Get in while the crypto waters are still calm, because this is your chance to walk on financial water. So after they blasted my ad to their audience, I sat and I waited. Well, about 48 hours later, I was disappointed to see that my Telegram group had only grown to about 50 members. And I had just shy of 400 Twitter followers. After spending $88 on marketing and being promised thousands of new members, the results were a little underwhelming. But I wasn't out of the game yet, because these posts had at least generated a lot of hype. My Telegram inbox was flooded with DMs. Hey, we have a Telegram channel with 25K members. Hello, mate. Hope you're cool. I see your project to be quite interesting and innovative. I'm fascinated by the whole And my Twitter posts were buzzing with engagement. I'd love to know more about the project. I'm very interested indeed. Details. Hi, Solana Gems here. I'm interested in your project. Hey, follow me or send me. At first, I thought this was a good thing. Anybody would. But then I started noticing a pattern. Hello, bro. Do you care for a pinned post on my call channel? Good day, mate. I'm a skilled shiller and a moderator. Need funding for Jesus? Hey there. Hello, I'm Crypto Maria. Hello, mate. Nice to meet ya. Hi, mate. Every single DM, every comment, it was more people just trying to sell me their own promotional services. I wasn't attracting any investors. I was just attracting more shillers. Wait a second. Is this whole thing just one big scam? Had I paid for any actual real investors to be interested in Jesus? Or have I just been paying shillers to attract more shillers? Was I getting scammed by trying to make my own crypto scam? Is this whole industry just one big scam? At what point is there any real value, real interactions, actual real trades? It's just scammers and bots endlessly passing opportunities to each other like it's some huge Ponzi scheme on steroids. I've been doing this for weeks and I don't even know if I've interacted with a real person yet. I'm supposed to be the scammer, not the scammy. What the fuck is going on? You know what? I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna launch it. I'm just gonna launch this thing. I had come too far, I had been scammed too many times, and now since my entire Twitter following and my Telegram group was just filled with scammers, I had an epiphany. If anyone was gonna buy Jesus at launch, it was gonna be them, the scammers. As of now, they're the only ones that know about it, which meant that I had the chance to bring this entire thing full circle. I could scam the scammers. I could let them get in at the ground floor. Then once they were bought in and the coin was pumping, I could rug pull the entire thing and get my sweet, sweet vengeance. Was this a bit petty? Sure. But if there's anything that I've learned from the crypto world so far, it's that everyone is trying to make a quick buck on someone else. So would I feel bad if I made a quick buck off them? Absolutely not. They should know better. It's quite literally their job. Now, this plan sounded pretty good, but little did I know what was about to transpire. Most meme coin launches on Pump Fun follow a pretty predictable pattern. The coin shoots up for about 60 seconds, looking like it's about to take off. Then after a few minutes, reality sets in. Either sniper bots wipe it out, or the meme just isn't funny or interesting enough for traders to latch onto. Or the creator just rug pulls the entire thing. If you see a newly launched coin with zero discussion in the thread, it's already pretty much dead in the water. And if a coin doesn't have a Telegram, website, and Twitter account attached to it, it's probably not going to be taken seriously. Well, Jadeezus had all of these things. I had put in a fair amount of effort to set this up for success, but now it was out of my hands and up to the crypto market. Were people feeling bearish or bullish on Jadeezus? Well, I was about to find out. And I'm gonna be honest, I was really nervous for some reason. We're gonna launch it on Pump Fun live right now. Well, it's not live for you guys, but it's live for me. So I'm about to launch it and it's gonna be big. And one of these people, I know one of them is gonna buy into it. So here we go. Name, Jadeezus. Ticker, Jadeezus. Description, praise be to our Lord and Savior, Jadeezus. Image, uploaded. Telegram link, on. Website link, on. Twitter or X link. Twitter or X. Oh, thanks for giving me the option. On. All right, here we go, create coin. So I'm gonna receive about 2.5 million Jadeezuses by putting this much into the liquidity. Tip, it's optional, but buying a small amount of coins helps protect your coin from snipers. Okay, here we go. Create coin. All right, Jadeezus is live. I own 88%, 92%. Okay, here we go. I need to share it immediately and get people to buy it. Okay, Jadeezus is live. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hey friend, how's the project going? I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. Stop messaging me. Posting right now. Okay, all right, how we doing? All right, up to 0.09 SOL. It's almost at 0.1 SOL. It's going well, guys. I did not think it would be going well, but it actually is. We're at 25% to King of the Hill, 22% bonding curve. I couldn't believe it. Jadeezus was actually performing well. It was on its way to being crowned King of the Hill. And my heart was pounding so hard that I thought my chest was about to explode. It's going pretty well. I'm at 39% to King of the Hill. On top of the coin's meteoric rise, my Telegram DMs were lighting up. I thought, hell, I don't know how many of these people are actually real asking about my coin, but I might as well tell them about it. Maybe I could get a few more people to buy in and drive up the price. But then someone very special slid into my DMs. He wanted to help Jadeezus go to the moon. Let's send this project to the moon together. Yeah, whatever, let's go. And I don't know what it was. Maybe I was blinded by the excitement of everything that was happening, but at the moment, he seemed really trustworthy. It seemed like he saw the potential, the value, the importance of Jadeezus. Enter Luca. I'm just going to trust this guy because, why not? I have nothing to lose right now. Care to tag me, admin? I'll assist with bots, setup, and raids as well. Sure. I don't even know what that did, but it made the group look a lot more legit. Oh my God, this guy is killing it. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I had no idea what Luca was doing behind the scenes, but whatever it was working. The group looked established. People were joining. And most importantly, they were actually buying Jadeezus. The size of this potential rug pull was growing larger by the second. All right, 55% to King of the Hill. We were over 50% of the way to King of the Hill. Comments were flooding in, and people seemed genuinely excited about the Jadeezus project. I was now 60% of the way to dethroning the current King of the Hill. And that's when it hit me. I'm gonna pull this off. I'm over halfway there. I could not believe that this was actually working. This was going to the moon. I think I know why people like crypto now. Then, Luca sent a message. Trust you set up bumps, right? I don't know what bumps is, dude. Then suddenly, the coin's value started plummeting. What the hell just happened? What are bumps? Luca, help me! Luca then calmly explained that we needed to buy a sniper bot, but not to snipe down my coin, but to buy up my coin, inflating the price. Well, that sounded kind of illegal, but so does everything else that I've said in this video, so why not? Anything to drive up my price. He went on to tell me that he found a good one that we could go ahead and get set up. It would only cost a little bit of Solana. Okay. Guess you haven't steered me wrong yet, Luca. You know what? I'll send you half and you can cover the rest. How does that sound? He agreed. 10 minutes go by. Another message. There aren't enough funds in the buy bot. We need more. A2, Luca. By this point, the coin was basically dead. I am officially below the amount of soul that I put into it. And in the chaos of the launch, I had totally missed something. Oh my god, wait. I only own 0.24%. Wait, somebody bought, like... I no longer hold the majority of the coin now. I don't know what to do. Did he, like, purchase that much? I only own... I'm not even at the top of the holder distribution. Someone had purchased a huge chunk of the total supply of Jadezus. So even if I tried to rug pull, I wouldn't be able to. Because now I only owned a small fraction of the total distribution. Someone bought almost the entire supply out from under me. God, somebody holds 96% of it. It's gotta be Luca. Was it Luca? Did he genuinely believe in Jadezus? Or was it somebody else just trying to make a quick buck off the coin's success? Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. On one hand, Luca did help a lot to prop up the coin. He made the Telegram look legit, and he possibly bought a huge amount of the supply, meaning that he had a vested interest in the coin's performance. But on the other hand, he was trying to scam me, right? I guess it's kind of like the end of Inception. Luca's true intentions are left up for the audience to decide. So what actually happened? After some reflection, I have a few theories. First off, I don't think that any of the marketing that I paid for, the Twitter followers, the Telegram members, helped at all with the coin's initial success. I think that Jadezus performed well at first because it was current, relevant, and the perfect amount of stupid. Once potential buyers noticed it, they realized that it looked kind of legit. There was a website, there was a Twitter profile, there was a Telegram group. All of these things make a meme coin look like a serious project. Plus, with the help of Luca, we had real-time buy updates in the Telegram group, making it look even more active and legit when buyers joined the group. So then, why did it crash? Well, I can tell you that it wasn't because of a rug pull, at least not from me, or whoever bought the majority of the coin's supply. It was one of two reasons. Either we didn't have the proper buy bots or the bumps to buy the dips like Luca suggested, or I didn't spend the marketing money in the right places. During my research, I found websites where you can hire actual legit crypto shillers, not just people trying to market to other crypto shillers. But when I tried to reach out to them, I couldn't find any that were actually active on these forums. I know that they exist and they are out there, but I guess they're just harder to find. While diving headfirst into the cryptoverse, I found myself weirdly developing a bit of sympathy for those caught up in meme coin trading. As reckless and absurd as all of this seems, it kind of feels like a symptom of a deeper problem. I believe that many of these crypto traders are completely disillusioned by traditional wealth building avenues. I mean, how are you supposed to put away 20% of your income for long-term investments when you can barely afford rent and groceries? And how are you ever supposed to buy property or buy a house? These long-established ways of accumulating wealth have become increasingly inaccessible to most. In a world where financial stability feels so out of reach, it's no surprise that meme coins, pump and dumps, and even gambling have exploded in popularity. When people don't see a viable path to financial success, they're going to turn to opportunities that seem available, even if they are risky and irrational. Economic pain won't just disappear. It's going to find an outlet. And right now, that outlet is this crazy scam economy that we find ourselves in. And before starting this video, I didn't realize just how big it was. My entire YouTube algorithm has completely shifted to crypto bros, explaining sniper bots, meme coin strategies, how to make $1 million in a day. All of my social media feeds were flooded with crypto trading ads and crypto gurus trying to sell me their courses. So if you ever find yourself deep in the speculative world of meme coins, I get why you're here. And you have really good reason to look towards other routes for financial success. But remember, The ones who got the richest from the California gold rush weren't the gold miners, but the ones who sold them the shovels. And I guess the people who owned the land that the gold mines were sitting on. Huh. Yeah, they probably got the richest. Also, please do not go buy the JC Vance coin and the Jesus coin. I promise you, if you do it, I'm going to rug pull you. You're going to lose all your money. Don't do it. If you want to support me, you can do that by subscribing and liking this video and commenting, but don't support me by buying the coin. I promise you're going to get rug pulled. Go put your money in a Roth IRA or join the IRA. Just don't put your money into my coin. And Luca, if you're watching this and really did want to take Jesus to the moon, I'm sorry. You came off as a scammer. Okay. Anyway, it's been a minute, and thank you so much for watching.